Hi there YouTube, I thought I'd do a video on the Norinco 1911A1 pistol. It's a pistol which I consider kind of historic since Norinco military style weapons, rifles, pistols are not imported today due to an import ban from China into the United States. However, from what I hear, the Canadians can still get M14s and 1911s. So getting hold of one of these in the United States that made it before the import ban in the early 1990s is kind of cool, and I think Norinco did a really good job with their 1911 pistol. These were brought in for, you know, a couple $100, $200 or $300 at the time, and they were actually really good pistols. To me, they kind of closely match the actual USGI 1911. So anyways, let's do a little unboxing. It's neat to see the box because you know, this box is going on 20 plus, well, actually probably going on almost 30 years old, and it's kind of neat to, you know, step back into the 90s and see something that was brought in at the time. As the box says, made in China by Norinco. It's got your 1911 A1 pistol on top there. Norinco stands for North China Industries. They are a Chinese nationalized defense producer, contractor, etc. All right, so here it is. I want to say they came with 2 magazines, but when I bought this used from a buddy of mine, it only had 1, and I put in you know, I threw in another Colt mag in the box just to kind of make it whole again. As you can see, this is imported by CSI Ontario, California, which I'm not sure what CSI stands for, but I don't think they exist anymore. On the slide there's a roll mark, model 1911A1, 45 automatic, made in China, Norinco, and of course the import stamp. And as you can see, this thing is, as any government model is, it is heavy. It's the A1. It's got the little shorter trigger there. It's got your curved back strap. One thing that a lot of people remark about these is that the frame, the slide, and the barrel are all forged pieces. Some say that the barrel is chrome lined, and then all of your other pieces, these are all milled out of steel. They say that the slide and the frame steel is like a tool grade steel. I don't know for sure, but they look really solid. They feel really heavy, and you know, it feels like a high grade material. The fit and finish is probably kind of similar to what went on in USGI guns back when they were made in the 30s and 40s. As far as the A1s goes, I think they made the A1s into the 50s, if I remember correctly. I'm sure I'm wrong there. Somebody can correct me. But everything functions as normal as far as 1911 goes. It's a 45. This is the original Norinco magazine, as far as I know. They did a decent job on it. The pistol works fairly well. Shot it on occasion. Very reliable, no issues with it functioning. Not the most accurate gun. It's not going to be comparable to, like, say, a New Springfield or Kimber or something like that. But you know, these were made military grade, so the Chinese were known for following, you know, the blueprints, or if you will, and producing everything to USGI spec, kind of like when they built their M14, which is another good example of their workmanship and manufacturing capability. I'm not going to do a takedown because it's your basic 1911. And there's kind of the barrel. One thing I've heard about these is that the barrel had some locking lug issues into the slide. However, you know, I don't think it's a match grade lockup by any means, but it's functional. It's not a you know, custom gun by any means at all. But you can definitely tell a lot of your parts are machined steel, which you'll never find in a lot of today's production guns. A lot of things they'll cut corners and try to save money. Got it all oiled up. These are not the original grips. The original grips that came with this, or rather, the grips when I bought this used were like a rubber Hogue grips, and I got rid of those because I didn't like the look. I wanted to try to maintain the original 1911 A1 look, so I got some wooden checkered grips that kind of look authentic there. put them on. I think they kind of make it look right. From what I've read on the internet, and I have no idea if this is true or not, but that the Chinese had a set of Ithaca 1911 A1 blueprints, and that's what they based this gun off of, and how they got all the technical data to machine it and manufacture it. So I wouldn't doubt it. The gun's in pretty decent shape. You know, like I said, this is probably produced in the early 90s. And but anyways, to me, a historical piece. It's one that I like to keep. I consider it, even though its monetary value is probably, you know, $500 or $700, somewhere in between there. You know, it's kind of hard to come by these. So anyways, I appreciate you watching the video. If you have questions or comments, please put them in the comment section, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will try to get back with you if you have any questions. Anyways, thank you very much, and Happy New Year.